if you're anything like me, you have definitely felt like your life haven't turned out the way you thought it would, or the way you hoped it would, because there are still things you haven't done, goals you haven't reached, experiences you haven't experienced, friends you haven't found, and questions you have no answer to. It's understandable to feel this way, especially in a society that values success over fulfillment, appearance over authenticity, productivity over peace, and comparison over compassion. Before I'm gonna jump in and tell you how to stop feeling behind in life and etc., I just wanna do something I wish more people would have done. And that thing is, I want to tell you the things I've been failing in this year. So, first one is, at the beginning of this year, I set a goal for myself to run half marathon, and then I started prepping for it last October, so a year ago, and I damaged my muscle, I damaged my calf, CALF, yeah, I damaged that, and I thought it's nothing, important. So I kept running and it kept hurting and I damaged it even more. That stopped me from preparing for half marathon for like 3 months. I was recovering for 3 months. Thankfully, I'm recovered now. And yeah, I haven't run it. I haven't. And I even wrote down that I'm gonna run half marathon in April, and then I can at the end of the summer run full marathon. And reading that, I think, yeah, sure. That didn't happen, no. Okay, the next thing I've been failing at is reading consistently. At the beginning of this year, again, New Year resolution, I set a goal for myself to read 44 books because last year I read 33. So this year I decided that let's do 44, and then the next year we're gonna do 55. And I don't know where the logic comes into this one, but I had that. And it's October, there are 2 months left, even less than 2 months left in this year. And I read only 20 something books, 27, I guess, 28, I don't know, maybe even less, maybe 25, but not 44. And I've been so bad at being consistently a reader, but I've been so good at consistently scrolling to TikTok or checking my social media and stuff like that, which actually infuriates me, because one thing would be if I didn't really have time to read and I would really be so busy, out of my mind busy, and I couldn't even pick up a book. But last week I spent 7 hours on TikTok. If you gather all the time I spent on TikTok on my phone, it's 7 hours. Do you understand how many pages I could read in 7 hours? I mean, I'm saying that to myself because I'm kind of mad at myself for that. The other thing is, I was failing and giving it all to my YouTube channel. I decided early on when I started this channel that I will not care about how many views or likes or shares or subscribers and stuff like that I'm gonna have. I'm just gonna focus on one thing that I can focus on, is to make each video better than the last one, and just do that and put 100% of my effort. And I've been failing at it so much because I've been doing them like a chore, like someone was forcing me to do them, and I don't like doing them like that. Recently I started doing them the way I like, so that's back on track. And the last thing that I could remember is acting. I've been horrible at staying consistently with acting and learning and studying and practicing and stuff like that. But reading this list to you and explaining this points and things I've been failing at doesn't really make me feel sad or mad or any negative feelings, because there are also things this year that I have achieved that I never thought I would, that I have tried. And there's so many things that I have done this year that at the beginning of this year I couldn't imagine that I would do them or I would achieve them or learn them. Okay, I'm not gonna give you the whole list because I don't want this video to be the length of a Turkish TV show episode, so let's go. If you feel behind, that means that you don't like your life at the moment. So my question to you is, what would a life that you love look like? Okay, maybe I should start so strong and I should ask easier question, which would be, what would your ideal day look like for you? Okay, let's figure out step by step. And I'm gonna be doing this with you. What would your ideal time to be to wake up? The first thing that comes to my mind is 5 a.m., but I really do understand that I mean, the only reason I want to wake up at 5 a.m. because of all these people on the internet saying it's so great. And I mean, it is great, but without the pressure of society, I'd say my ideal time to wake up would be 7. Like 7 or 6:30 would be my ideal time to wake up. Let's pick 7 a.m. So, what would I like to do, like, after I wake up? Personally, I would like to have my morning routine back. When I wake up, brush my teeth, do like morning things. Wake up, brush your teeth, then like read a little, read your Bible, go out with your dog. So I'm gonna put it like morning routine and give myself 1 hour, like 2 hours. I'm gonna give myself 2 hours for that. After that, I would like to have some breakfast, maybe like 30-50 minutes to make breakfast and to eat it. Then I'd like to, also I forgot at the beginning, I'd like to, in the morning, to do yoga or Pilates, so I'm just gonna add it there. After breakfast, I'd like to do some work at like 10, from 10 to, let's say, 4 p.m. I like to catch up on some work. So 4 p.m. work, then 4 to 5 p.m. lunch, plus walk my dog. Okay, so I'm done with the work for the day. What else do I want to do? I want to focus on creative stuff. So from 5 to 7, creative stuff. Okay, then from 7 to 9, like 7 from 9 p.m. for me would be finish things. I haven't finished, like, I don't know, do 20 minutes of French, or do some things that are really that important as my work. So just finish those projects. Maybe like playing guitar, just have fun. This is a fun time. Then from 9 to 11, evening routine. Okay, that's how my ideal day would look like. But now we need to figure out how ideal week would look like, because you cannot really follow the same day after day after day. And before doing the ideal week, I would recommend you writing down like things you want to do, like for example, learn French that amount of time, go to yoga that amount of times, play guitar, practice guitar that amount of time, because then, it's going to be easier for you to feel it. So, okay, the morning routine is same everywhere. Breakfast is also, I still want to have breakfast, so we're going to put the breakfast pile here also for every day of the week. Breakfast, yep. Then work, I'd like to do work only every day of the week but Sunday. I'd want to have lunch every week, then have creative stuff also every day, or I'll try to do every day. Then about wind down, I don't know, because there are some things that I need to attend, so maybe like I wouldn't do it on Friday and I wouldn't do it on Sunday, but on other day of the weeks I would do it, the wind down. Then my evening routine, I wanted to be there. Also, I wanted to start doing yoga every day, so I'm gonna put yoga like every day. Then practice French is in one down, and consistently playing the guitar, so I'm gonna put it somewhere here also. So that's how my ideal week would look like. But also, I'm not there. My ideal week is so far from the week I have right now, my life right now, and the life I would want to have. I just have to start where I am, because that is all I have. I cannot start anywhere else. I can only start from a place I am right now. And if I have a mindset of, I will be happy when I get to this point B, I will be so happy when I'm gonna have my ideal week, my ideal life, I'm gonna be so happy. That is called arrival fallacy, because if you're unhappy in your situation right now, in your life right now, the chances are you're gonna be unhappy there also. Because People always find something to suffer from, you know? So it's called arrival fallacy. You're not gonna have better, like, you're gonna have better life, but you're still gonna have things you don't like in that, and you just gonna be stuck in this cycle of like, oh, I'm gonna be happy when I got this, when I do this, when I'm gonna go there and stuff like that. And you're just gonna stuck in this cycle, and just start where you are and accept your situation in a non-judgmental way, because where you are in life right now is where you currently are, and these are facts. But we like to add extra story to those facts of our life, and that is what makes our life so miserable. That is not my idea. I saw it in someone else's video. It's from Stoicism and stuff like that, philosophy, that these are just facts. My life is this way right now, and it's a fact. And the extra story I'm gonna tell myself and pity myself that's just gonna make me miserable is just me telling myself a story that is not facts, you know? And also something important to remember is that, yes, you're trying to get to another point, like you're here, but you want to go there, and you just, oh my god, I cannot wait to get there. But as cheesy as it sounds, it isn't about the destination, it's about journey. You have to enjoy the journey, because most of your life you're gonna be in this momentum, like moment of journey to something, because when you arrive, it's like it lasts very short time, you know, but the journey takes 10 years, 20 years, and if you're not gonna enjoy that, you are just wasting your life. Because if you're gonna suffer and put yourself through suffering for 20 years to just be happy only for one day and then again find suffering, that's not very nice, now is it? Okay, the next thing is you have to do one small and one big step, and it's always better to do one small step because it creates momentum, and then it creates motivation. And if you're gonna sit around and just wait for motivation to come, it's never gonna come, because motivation and inspiration and all stuff like that, they are created by action. And if, for example, you want your life to look a certain way and you know that you aren't there right now, and making this huge, change to wake up at 5 when you have woken up at 10, you know, that is very sudden and big change, and just start with small steps. Try to drink water in the morning, or do a little yoga, or, you know, small steps, and then you're going to be ready to do a big step. Also, build a keystone habit. Keystone habit is something that from that habit your whole life either improves or not. For example, going to the gym or working out helps you to feel better about yourself, which makes you feel healthier, which makes you eat healthier, and therefore it doesn't make you crave those unhealthy foods in the evening or throughout the day, and it keeps you healthier and makes you feel better about yourself. And therefore you feel better about yourself, and you strive to be better. When you wake up, you don't scroll on your phone, and you have more time, and you know, that's a keystone habit. Something from what more things happen. I don't know, it's like a butterfly effect of some sort, now that I think of it, maybe. Okay, these steps are great, but it's also about changing the mindset. You have to define what does success mean to you, and I talked about it a lot in my previous videos, because society has these checkboxes, and because of these checkboxes we think that they should be ours also, and we suffer because of that. But you have to write your own checkboxes. You have to define what happiness, success, family means to you, not to society or people around you, to you. And you have to understand that you're going with your own pace. And very cool quote is, New York is 3 hours ahead of California, but that doesn't mean California is slow. Someone graduated at the age of 22, but waited 5 years before securing a good job. Someone became a CEO at 25 and died at 50, while another became a CEO at 50 and lived to 90 years old. Someone is still single while someone else got married. Obama retired at 52 and Trump started at 70. There is no right way to live life, but there's one wrong way to live, which is to think that there is a right way. Honestly, there's no timelines, there are no expectations. They're just you and your life. Because it's true. It's so true. The only wrong way to live your life is to think that there is a right way. Everyone has different life and different stories to tell and different hobbies and, Everyone's so different. But somehow we're trying to make everyone live the same life, which is just crazy to me. And that's why we feel behind, because, oh, that person got money and success, they must live better life. No, they don't have better life. They have different life from yours, yes. But this doesn't mean that it's better. I mean, it could be better in financial, but their life could be worse than yours. And friendships. Maybe you have more friendship than they do. Everyone, doesn't matter what they do, how much money they have, how much fame, how much friends, how much, stuff they have and stuff like that, they're still gonna have suffering. Everyone, doesn't matter at what point of your life you are, you're always gonna have things you want. You're gonna always find things to suffer for. You're gonna always find things to be like, oh man, why did that happen? Oh man, I want this. Oh man, I wish I could go back, turn time and, be 15 again. Everyone will always have things they reminisce about, think about, regret, want, or something like that. We'll have suffering. The other thing is plot twists. The ones that make you feel like you're in 5th season of your life and writers are writing crazy plot lines in order to keep viewers interested. All I want to say about this plot twist is that trust universe or God or whoever you believe. Trust that is just supposed to happen that way, because if it happened, there's not much you can do about it. I read it in Stoicism that if something have happened, that's fine. There's no need to yell about it, argue about it, like try to change something, because you can't. You literally cannot. So just accept the situation and try to move forward from it. And the last thing I want to tell you, actually read to you, is this. You're not failing behind in life. You're figuring out what truly matters to you. You're not failing behind in life. You're building a foundation for future success. You're not failing behind in life. You're mastering patience for greater things. You're not failing behind in life. You're running your own race at your own pace. You're not failing behind in life. You're experiencing life. You're not failing behind in life. You're falling into life. I guess that's the end of this video, and please, I just really want to encourage you to do this thing I did with you, to make your perfect day and then make your perfect week, and try to take step by step to get to that perfect week. Don't try to overwhelm yourself and try to take big step after which you're gonna feel so overwhelmed. Try to make it day by day, action by action, Okay, that's all I have for you for today. And if you like this video, or if you feel like supporting this channel, there's link down below, and I would be happy if you did. And I'll see you next week or in a few seconds if you want to watch any of my videos. So bye.